heartbreak as the search for a missing teenager ends.
Late this afternoon, searchers found 16-year-old Colin Barton just a quarter mile from home and safety. His body was found along Wooster Pike in Columbia Township, apparently after a car hit him. That's where 9 News reporter Tom McKee is live now with new information on this breaking story. Tom?
Clyde, on this breaking story and a very tragic story, Eddie, you can see behind me the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office investigators taking their measurements for their investigation in this case. Now, members of the Terrace Park Life Squad found the body about 15 feet below the roadway around 3 p.m. this afternoon. Colin Barton was last seen early Sunday morning at a party in Madison Place when he said he was going to walk home to Terrace Park. He was apparently hit about 1/4 mile from the village border by a vehicle whose driver said he thought he'd hit a deer. Here's what Hamilton County Sheriff's Office Captain Walt Hendricks had to say just moments ago.
At this point, it appears that he was struck by an automobile. We have the automobile in our custody, and we had the driver. But until we interview that driver, person of interest, we're not going to be able to say whether or not there's going to be any charges involved in this. He reported to the Milford PD that he believes he struck a deer, but the information that was obtained from that point is questionable whether or not it was actually a deer or if it was actually a person.
Now, earlier today, a bloodhound searched the Little Miami bike trail looking for signs of the teenager. As that team from the Claremont County Sheriff's Office was at work, Sean Barton, Colin's father, made an emotional statement to the media.
This statement's going to be brief because you can imagine I'm having a really hard time keeping my composure, okay? They searched down at the river because that was the most likely scenario. Now we're on to another scenario. Doesn't make it the right one. So I need people to continue to look for Colin, please. I cannot tell you how devastating this is. You can only imagine. It's a parent's worst nightmare. It is completely out of character. We've never seen anything like this out of Colin before. We're a very close-knit family. If he's out there, I can't imagine he'd be more afraid to stay away than to come home.
Now, we contacted a spokesperson for the Barton family a short time ago. So not surprisingly, they are not commenting at this particular time. Clyde, let me go over the details again. It appears Colin Barton left this party up in Madison Place between 4 and 4:30 on Sunday morning. Probably in this time around 5 o'clock, he was in this area, hit by a car. The driver thought it was a deer. They came back and looked in the darkness. Milford Police did with the driver, found nothing. But the body was found 15 feet below the roadway at this point, and nobody came back during daylight to check again. That's according to Walt Hendrick of the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office. Coming up at 5:30, one of this young man's close friends gives his reaction to this tragedy.
A tragedy it is. Tom McKee reporting live for us this evening in Columbia Township.